Hello and welcome. My name is George Maniotis. I am your instructor for History 101, Western Civilization, up to 1500. It's summer semester 2019, and I'm your instructor this summer, and I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you as we begin our quest in learning about Western civilization. Our course, which will be entirely online, will take place over the next 8 weeks, commencing on May 20th, which is a Monday, and going all the way through July 14th, which is a Sunday. We will have 8 weeks of instruction. This is a double-paced course. In other words, it is twice as fast as it normally would take place during the normal academic year. The reason for this is because we're teaching it over 8 weeks as opposed to 15 weeks as we would during the normal academic year. So what I'm going to do today is to give you some idea about how our course is laid out on Blackboard, and also invite you to a orientation session that we are going to have on Sunday, May 19th at 8 p.m. Information regarding this is located under the announcements in the Blackboard site. So if you would please, just kind of open up your Blackboard if you would, and if you could follow along with me, or you can watch me as I do this. Now this is our Blackboard Shell. Our course is entirely online with the exception of 3 occasions which we will have virtual conferences online. One is the orientation, May 19th, and we're going to have 2 other conferences which will last, these are individual student-to-student meetings, which will last about 10 minutes apiece, which will kind of give me an opportunity to discuss with you on a personal basis your status in the course and how you're doing. We will give more information about those and when those will take place. Those will be interspersed during this semester or the summer session. So as you will note on our Blackboard Shell, we have a link here which says Getting Started or Get Started Here. If you click on that link, you're going to be brought to a page where there's going to be information that is critical for you to start getting engaged with in order to be prepared for the first day of class for this summer session. The first thing I'd like you to do is open up your syllabus. This is the syllabus for summer session, the summer session course. You should print this up, if you would, and review this in preparation for our meeting on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. And this defines what is expected of you in the class, etc. Now notice, this is an online course, and many of you are new to online instruction. Others may have taken other online courses. This course is a structured course. In other words, there are certain due dates for assignments. You can always work ahead in the class, but you can never work behind. And the type of student this appeals to is a student that is well organized and is proactive about his or her academic success. If you're the type of student that has the mañana syndrome, and this is not an ethnic slight against anybody, I am a Latino, so I can use the word mañana meaning tomorrow. In other words, a procrastinator. If you're such a person, don't take this course. It's not going to be a good fit for you. In fact, let me share the words of my late grandmother, a wonderful woman who was not a college-educated lady. In fact, she barely even had any sort of grade school training. She used to say to me, "George, never leave till tomorrow something that you can do today." In other words, accomplish what you are set out to do and don't leave it go, because if you leave it go, procrastinating will only make it more difficult in the future. So each and every session we have information that is or week we have information that is due, learn smarts, quizzes, etc. Now the course revolves around you acquiring the textbook. Now, I know textbooks tend to be very expensive, and I make no money on textbooks. People say, oh, you're an instructor, you get some sort of kickback or royalties or commissions by selling these books. Let me reassure you, I make nothing on recommending or selling any of these books. In fact, if I could teach a history course without a book, I would do so, but it is not feasible. So I show students options and opportunities for acquiring the textbooks at cheaper prices than you would normally get them at the MCC bookstore. Now, if you look here, there is a video that says acquiring your Connect and e-textbook for cheaper. Now, the book for this course is The West in the World by Sherman and Salisbury. It is a McGraw-Hill textbook. Now, you need the textbook and a companion software piece called the Connect. That is sold as a complete package in the bookstore, but if you go through this film, you can get the same thing direct ordered from McGraw-Hill for about 30% cheaper or 40% cheaper and have direct access to all the resources in one click. Yes, one click cheaper. But I don't care where you get this, but you do need the book and the software, the Connect. So acquire those things. And if you follow that film, that will show you how to do it for cheaper. The other thing I would like you to do is to also post a student profile posting. And you can do that by going and clicking on that link that says student profile posting, or go to the discussion link in Blackboard, and you will post up your thread based on the questions that were in the original discussion forum. And there it is. Please get it done. I really appreciate you providing us with the information and getting that going. Okay, so please get it moving there. All right, we don't want you to be remiss on anything here. So the other thing I would like to point out to you as part of this process is if you need a paper book instead of an e-book, you can acquire one directly from McGraw-Hill, or you can buy it through the bookstore as part of the package. So those are available. Now, students are hitting me with questions. I'm taking a vacation. I am going somewhere. I am working crazy hours. Can I still take your course? Yes, you can, but you got to be cognizant of the work that you're responsible for, and even if you travel, you are still responsible for those assignments. You can work ahead, but you can never work behind in this class. Working late doesn't give you any sort of opportunity to do the assignments. In fact, it would be considered as like you would be missing a face-to-face course. So I really want to work with you. I want your success to be tantamount this summer. I would urge you to make sure you engage me. Now, if you noticed, under the Getting Started link, we have that information available. But I also, under the course information link, have my instructor information available. And I would urge you to review those things and feel free to contact me. Now, the best way is to get a hold of me. Call. Yes, that's an ancient method. It's not high technology. Calling, using the phone. It worked for Alexander Graham Bell 160 years ago. It's going to work for you too. That's called synchronous communication. You call, I answer, we talk, we get your problem solved in real time. Or you can use asynchronous communication, email. My email address is listed. It's george.maniotis@muskegoncc.edu. It's also on the syllabus. Just note that it takes a little longer time to get a response from me by email. What is not acceptable is text messaging. I have no phone that supports that, And as if you noticed, my eyes are like a turtle's. I can't see very well. And my fingers are like clubs. They can't type on those little screens. So please don't text me. I don't do text. And you don't want your professor texting you back. So please make sure that you get a hold of me if you have any question or concern. Now, I do provide an office number there as well as a home office number. Reach out on either one of those two. My home office number, I answer up to 10 o'clock p.m. 7 days a week. I know it says 8 there, but I will even take calls up to 10 p.m. I look forward to working with you. I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you this coming Sunday, 8 p.m. online. Let's make this a great summer. Take care.